3rd of July, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Okay, we're actually up to Bois Ema. We're giving another answer to the question. Okay, so let's just take a look at what the Bois Ema says. Then we'll try to figure out what on earth it's talking about, and we'll proceed from there. But at least we'll be going further. Bois Ema is it's all the way at the bottom of the page over here on Vav Amid Aleph. It's in it's the end of the narrow lines before you get to the wide lines, and the first word in the line is the third narrow line from the bottom of the page. The third narrow line before the wide lines begin. And its first word in the line is begazlan.
Iboyas Ema Vidikatane. If you prefer, say, as it was taught, De asu likaman ki tafis la chad me. I'm sorry, mi naihu. A case where only one of the litigants was holding onto the cloak when they came before us. So
there was two people there, yeah.
And one has the cloak, and the other is not holding it.
Yeah.
Ve'idach, misrach ba seruchai. However, the other was in the act of wresting it from him. So one of them is holding it and the other one is grabbing it, I guess.
Not so clear from the language of the Gemora. That's what it is, but see, maybe Rashi will help us out. I don't see any Rashi.
Vafilu, the Sumos, and even according to Simchus, Damar Mamon Ha Motal Safek Kol Keen below Shavua, who says, that is, Simchus says that money that's in doubt is divided without an oath. So even according to Simchus, who says money that's in doubt is divided without an oath, Modeh Simchus de Sircha Love Klum.
Wow.
he admits, Sumchus admits, or he concedes that act of resting the cloak is not a demonstration of possession at all. So even Sumchus would agree, I guess, that in this case, the one who's grabbing onto the cloak has no standing. He's got to prove. He's got to make a proof. He's subject to Hamotzi Chaveru Alav Haraya.
Who was saying that? It's right, well, through. Okay, so the thing is like this. You have two people. The language of the Brisa is Asla Kama Hitofis Lo Chad Minayo. They came before us when one was toughest. Only one of them was toughest. He was grabbing onto it completely. Ve'idach, but the other one was Misrach Ba Seruche. That's what the other one was. It doesn't say in the Brisa that he wasn't holding it at all. It says that he was Misrach Seruche. So the question is, what exactly does this mean? The words are a bit remote. And then I'm assuming that it means he is holding on in some way, but he's not holding on as strongly as the other one is holding on. There's something about the way he's holding, which is it's not with the same strength as the other one is holding. And that the Gemora says that Sumchus, who says even when two people are holding strongly, he divides it without a shvua. That both of their holding is so strong, it speaks for itself. It doesn't require any bolstering or strengthening with a shvua. But even he would agree that he's moted that sircha lav klumhu. It's not called that he's holding on at all. It's called that it's not called anything. So all you're left with is one guy who's holding it on, and the other guy, it's not regarded that he's holding it on. Let's take a look at Rashi over here is notably silent. Wow, Rashi, what happened to you? We need your help.
But
we need to know, what does this mean? Ve'idach misrach ba seruche. He don't help us at all unless he put his explanation of those words in a different Dibra Maskil. That's possible.
do we
So
say Simchas still would say that the person holding the cloak owns it, that the ownership is to him? He still agrees with that concept?
Yeah, yeah. Well, if only one person is holding on to it, then obviously that we say that person owns it.
Okay. He agrees with that. All right.
But what we're saying here is that even though two people are holding, Sumchus is talking about a different case than what the Gemora is explaining here. The case in our Brisa is. He's talking about a case where well, let's see what Rashi says. All Sumchus says is mammon hamuto b'safek, mammon which is in a state of suffix as to who owns it. he says in that case, Cholkin below Shvua. We divide it between the two people that were in doubt about who they own it, and we don't have to make a Shvua. Let's see.
Sorry, I just wanted to ask that the person who's got the cloak, say just one person has got it, how would he have got it? He would have got it by snatching it, by wresting it from somebody. Maybe? No.
We don't go into past history. He said he's holding on to the cloak. He comes into the Besdin. He's holding on to the cloak, and he says, "The coat is mine." That's the end of the story. What's the other guy say? What's he? He says whatever he says. He doesn't have a proof of anything.
Okay.
If he has witnesses that prove that it was owned by him, so then he's got a proof that the coat belonged to him. But he doesn't have any proof. He doesn't have any witnesses. All he's saying is that the coat belongs to me. Shkoyach, the coat belongs to you. So very nice. But words are cheap. What we look at is the one that's holding onto the cloak. How it is that he came to hold on to the cloak? That's past history. What should we suspect? Oh, maybe he grabbed it away from the other one. So we don't know what this is the way it looks to us right now, and this is what we're poskening based upon what it looks to us right now. That's clear from the Gemora that's the way we look at it.
Okay.
Unless somebody has proof of something with witnesses, we don't regard anything that they say. We see this person is holding onto the cloak. We have a principle that what a person is holding on to, what he's in control of, it belongs to him. That's what we go with.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else says, "Oh, he took it from me." Do you have any proof of that? Maybe somebody saw that that's what happened. Maybe you have witnesses. Oh no, I don't have any witnesses. Sorry. He says that he didn't grab it away from you. He says it's his. So who should we? So we see him holding on to it.
Russian.
Okay, so this Rashi Kediktani looks like that's the Rashi that belongs to our Gemora right now in this alternative answer of Ibois Ema, Kediktani. Let's read that Rashi.
Where is it?
Kediktani is about 13 lines up from the bottom of the Rashis. It's the last word in the line, Kediktani.
Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't see it.
10, 11, 12. I've got Alu Lay,
Okay, sorry about that. I missed where we are because I had to take that phone call, very important. You finished the Sumchus? Did you do the Rashi on the Sumchus or not?
No. We're trying to find where the Dibra Masla Kediktani. 2, 4,
Good time. Yeah, I see the Rashi there.
8, 10, 1, 2, 3.
We did that before the Kediktani. Before that, he Shazil about him alone grabbed it, and he came.
Kediktani.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, it's a bit yeah, it is. It is. We did have the word kiriktani in the previous lines of. Maybe it's going over there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we don't need to do that Rashi then. Okay. Fine. The next Rashi, Elalav. Oh, this Rashi was we didn't recognize these words anywhere.
Right.
Rashi's using words that the Gemora didn't use.
And do we know what it applies to?
Okay. I knew we would have to go back to the yesterday's section. I just knew it. I'm assuming that it goes back to yesterday's section when we said Ella she tokfa echad befanenu. Rashi just says Elulav. Yeah, and we did that yesterday, actually. Anyway, we did that yesterday. Okay, so let's start with this Rashi that says afilu l'sumchus.
Okay, so we're going to do this one, the next one. We did the yellow.
Rashi diba matzil afilu l'sumchus.
Afilu, okay. Afilu l'sumchus, even according to Simchus. Koloma to say the labor the sumchus that according to Simchus, the Mekel, the Chalukat, which is supposedly lenient in that they have to divide it below Matzli, but it doesn't need, I guess it doesn't need a Shua. A filu Shua, even a Shua, it's true. You need a Shmuel to learn the Haki Gonesinan. In any case, Modi agrees, Simchus agrees that afilu a Shua, that even in a Shua, lo shakil, we don't put it upon him, the halav mamo, that this is not money, a motel, the suffix that's taken in a doubt. Who?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And
So
this next Rashi is also connected to the answer. The sphere of lav klumhu, that he says it's nothing, and that nothing is the case of the him grabbing it away. The aim.
Oh, right.
Aim shore trot. I don't know why. I don't know what we're talking about it. That's weird. That's talking about an ox that's shechted. Lipanecha. Even an ox that's shechted in front of you, below bummy. It's not similar to fine. Ubra, the uber. So that's the case about when the act was checked and found the what we call next to it, the fetus next to it, the uber next to it. So the question is what the story is. Okay.
Thank you very much, Rashi. Wow. Helped us out quite a lot over here in this sugya. Okay, so wow. Okay, so wow, we don't have a clue. Not even a clue over here. That's difficult. Okay, so let's just go on. Let's go on to the next. Let's go on to what the next thing the Gemara says. Im tim Salomar. I don't have any patience for this today. See if we could figure what the Gemara says further on. Okay, so you see where we are in the Gemara? Im tim Saloimar. Im tim Saloimar. This is the end of the first wide line on Davav Amid Aleph. Lou's not there. Roy, you want to read? The first wide line, the end of the first wide line starts with Im Tim Silomar.
Timothy, okay. Find it. All right, Tim Sila Omar, Tekoka, Ata Echad, assuming that we're one of the litigants snatched the cloak from the other before us, and the other party was silent at first and then protested, the law is Metzia Ein Alsa Meyada, that we remove it from his possession, Hakdisha Ina Mikudoshes. If one of the litigants consecrated it, it is certainly not consecrated. I don't get into it.
Let's see Rashi over here. Vav Aleph Tuf Lamed stands for Ve'im Timsi Lomar.
It means if you would say, Ka'ash Kishe'elcha our question, show to explain the motzi that we find otav it meat in his hand, biachluku, and take it.
Okay, if you want to say in regard to our question, we've showed to resolve it. The motzino, so the other, we remove it from his hand, and we divide it between the two of them. Now, says Rashi in regard to our question. What was our question? This is the question that Reb Zera posed 20 lines up on the Gemora when he said, Boy Reb Zera tokfa echad b'fanenu mahu. What's the din when one of them grabs it away from the other one? And we said that that was talking about a case where the one that was grabbed away from, he was quiet initially, and then subsequent to that, he protested that fact that the other person grabbed it away. We want to know what's the din in that case. So Rashi's saying this Imtim Saloimar is going to resolve that question that Reb Zera asked. That what will be the din? Motzianosa miyado. We will take the talis away from the one that grabbed it. B'yachloko, and we will divide it between the two of them.
What do you mean? Divide the whole cloak or just that part?
The whole cloak.
Okay.
So they were both holding on to the whole cloak, one from this side, one from that side. And then Reb Zera says, what happens if in front of the Bezdin, one of them grabs it away from the other,
Mhm.
and then he's quiet, but then after a while he protests. Do we say that he was admitting that the person grabbed it away from him owns the talus? That's why he was quiet? Or do we say, no, he eventually protested, and we have an explanation for why it is that he was initially quiet? Because he says, look, what do I have to protest? The Bezdin saw that he grabbed it away from me. Obviously, the fact that he grabbed it away doesn't mean anything. But then afterwards, he protested because he protested. Maybe he saw the Bezdin wasn't doing anything, so he says, "Hey, that was my talus. He grabbed it away." So the Intim Salomar is resolving that case that we say, we take it away from the one who has it now in his hand, that he grabbed it away from the other one when both of them were before the Bezdin, and both of them came in holding it. So Rashi says we take it away from him and we divide it. That's the answer to the question. What's the proof? Doesn't say right now. Let's see. We'll see what the Gemara says in a moment. But then the Gemara mentions this hekdisha. What is the hekdisha all about? Let's see, Rashi, 2 words of explanation of what hekdisha is doing here.
Hekdisha, below takva, without an attack.
Below tukva.
Without grabbing it.
In other words, if he would not have grabbed it away, and he would have instead tried to dedicate the talus to the Beis HaMikdash, hekdisha, it should be hektish. Eino mikudeshes. It would not, the talus would not become the property of hektish. His attempt to dedicate it to hektish is ineffective. Eino mikudeshes. Says Rashi, what's the reason why?
It's not consecrated. The low. We don't. What about alim though?
Alim, it's not strong. It's not stronger.
Than grabbing it.
Yeah. So in other words, we really saying over here, the Gemara is saying two cases. If the guy grabbed it away, we take it away from him and divide it. And if he, instead of grabbing it away, he said, I declare this talus in my possession to be hektish, we say his hektish is ineffective. Rashi says that lo olim hekdisha may takfa, because just like we just got through saying that if he physically grabs it away, it has no force and effect. We return the situation to the status quo that it was before he grabbed it away, because they came into Bezdin both holding it, so we restore the situation to status quo. We assume that both of them have a some type of a interest in the talus, and so therefore we say yachloku. So we see that his grabbing it away didn't cause us to change to view him as the owner. So too, when he's makdish it's not any stronger than grabbing it away. Just like we disregarded him grabbing it away, we'll disregard the fact that he tried to dedicate it. It won't work at all. Okay. Now the Gemora continues. That was one Imtim Salomar. Now we have another Imtim Salomar. Lou, you want to read the Imtim Salomar and the Gemora, the second one?
Do we have time?
Oh.
You got 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yeah.
Imtim Salomar. Tikafa echad bifanenu. If you want, you can say where one of the litigants snatched the cloak from the other before us, motzi'in osa miyado. We take it out from his possession. Disha ena mikudeshes.
No, you're reading the first Imtim Salomar.
Oh, sorry. I see. Yeah, Imtim Salomar, tikafa echad bifanenu. Okay, so if you want, you can say he snatched the cloak before us. Ein motzi'in osa miyado. We don't remove it from his possession. Hik disha below tikafa mahu. If one of the litigants consecrated it without snatching it, what's the law?
Okay, so this answer is a completely different answer than the first Imtim Salomar.
Right.
The first answer said the fact that he grabbed it away, we disregard that. We return it to the status quo. According to the second Imtim Salomar, we say ein motzino so miyado. We attach some significance to the fact that not so much that he grabbed it away, but when he did grab it away, I guess if we're going to go with the question the way that we understood that Reb Zera said, the other guy didn't initially protest. He was quiet. Remember, that's the way we understood. So I'm plugging that understanding into the case over here, and saying that that's what the din is, and we're coming out with the opposite result. We're saying in this case, we're not going to take it back from the guy who grabbed it away, because we're going to take on the fact that that he grabbed it away and the other guy didn't right away raise a protest. Only afterwards he did, is an indication that he made an admission that the other guy really owns it. And this that he piped up after the fact was just because he realized that he just made an admission and he doesn't want to. He wants to keep trying to get the talus, I guess. But we assume that the guy grabbed it away. He's the and the other one was quiet. That it's because he's the owner. He admitted that he's the real owner. Okay, and then if he was makdish without grabbing it, then we have a question. Mahu, what's the din in that case? According to the second Nimtzim Shlomer. Now we're out of time, and we will adjourn, and we'll wish everybody a great day.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you. Bye for now. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, all the best, Phil. All the best, Lou.
Bye-bye.